Rachel Reeves is a very dubious person who lies all the time and then tries to hide the evidence that those things have ever occurred. It's pretty crazy. In today's video, we will go over the entire story, but first hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join our rapidly expanding community. Just a quick note to say that we do have t-shirts available on our website. We have Stuck Farmer and Make Britain Great Again once. Make sure to check the link in the description or visit British.com. Initially, it was what she said in her manifesto, then it was her job history, and now it's deleted evidence on what she stood for. So Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, removed her speech endorsing WASB women, whom she and her mother had fought for. She disparages all other women in her speech, but we have proof right here. Watch it and make sure to share it. Thank you, it's a pleasure to serve as your chairman. Mr. Hanson, in addition to congratulating my honorable friend, the Warrington North member, on securing this discussion, I would want to acknowledge the outstanding activists present and watching today, as those ladies are being made to wait longer for their pension and struck part twice by changes in 1995 and then again in 2011 have been done an injustice. As Shadow Pensions Minister in 2011, I was proud to work with AGUC, the trade union ASDER, and very many women including my mother to call on the government to think again, and we were pleased then to win a partial concession so that no woman had to wait for more than an extra 18 months before they could claim their pension. But I said then and I say again today that it does not go far enough in righting this wrong. There are still 2.6 million women who have lost out as a result of the government rewriting the rules, of whom 300,000 will have to wait an extra 18 months before they can retire. Last week I caught up with Barbara Bates, who lives in County Durham, who I campaigned with in 2011. Even after the government's concession, Barbara still faces working an extra 78 weeks before she will see her state pension. The osteoarthritis affecting her wrists and her thumbs when I first got to know her 5 years ago has now spread to her hands, her knees, her neck, and her right foot. She said no government can change the way our bodies age, and in particular those of us who started work at 15 in the 70s, a lifetime of menial and heavy jobs that are vital but unnoticed. Like other members, constituents also called me this morning during Margaret Tsai's office tea break. She works primarily on her feet and does a lot of lifting, and she has had 3 surgeries in the last year. She wants to be able to spend more time taking care of her husband as he ages, but she won't be able to do so due of the recent triple heart bypass. Margaret and Barbara are only 2 instances of the hundreds of thousands of stories that exist. I'm going to give away. I'm really appreciative of how people responded. Gareth stated that removing pages won't make it any less obvious to the public that you and your fellow frontbench liars are a disgrace. Paul acted as though it had never occurred. The user asked, is there a reason this speech has been deleted? Accounts Rachel. This person said, nice try, but someone will have saved it, don't worry. What do you think about this? Please share your ideas in the comments section below. In other news, there are advantages. At the North Staffordshire Justice Centre, an Evans of Kirk Upwalk Longton entered a guilty plea to 2 charges of dishonestly failing to notify a change of circumstances affecting her entitlement to benefit. The court heard that Evans, 66, continued to receive housing benefit and employment support allowance despite coming into the substantial inheritance when her father passed away in 2021. Prosecutor Joe Fox told the court that Evans's initial benefit claims were entirely legitimate, but that when her father passed away and she received the inheritance, her capital exceeded the threshold for claiming benefits. The total amount incorrectly claimed was £17,2115 after Evans received more than £100,000 from her father's estate, and her only justification for not declaring it was that she had never really given it much thought. In mitigation, Fox informed the court prior to learning that Evans had told the Department for Works and Pensions, DWP, about her father's passing in April 2021 and the inheritance she got. Paul K. told the court that Evans had never run afoul of the law. After taking the case into consideration, magistrates fined Evans £200 and ordered her to pay £85 in costs and an £80 SEC penalty. Kay also disclosed that Evans had suffered a stroke in July 2021 that left her handicapped. The issue was brought to light a few days after it was discovered that a grandmaster had committed a complex scheme to steal £1 million before passing away, leaving British taxpayers to bear the expense. After Christina Pumphrey was imprisoned in 2020 and left no inheritance from which the council could collect the money, Holton Council will have to write off more than $240,000 in debt. The ruling executive board will be notified that, during the height of her illegal scheme, the funds that were fraudulently gained over a 15-year period were used for daily living costs and vacations. Pumphrey was collecting £113,000 a month from the Department of Work and Pensions, the Hutton and Oldham councils, and other agencies. In 2020, Pumphrey admitted to 34 charges, including fraud, false accounting, and creating or supplying articles for use in frauds. The scam was dubbed one of the largest Social Security frauds ever prosecuted by the Crown Prosecution Service. The grandmother used multiple false identities and fabricated disabilities to carry out the fraud. She claimed to be blind and wheelchair-bound, but investigator surveillance caught her driving and reading a newspaper while walking. After her conviction, the council filed debt invoices in an effort to recover the stolen funds, and she was given a term of 3 years and 8 months in jail at the age of 65. Pumphrey passed away lately, which prevented the council from recovering the debt. The total sum owed to HTON Council was £24,999,125 in ineligible direct payments. Overpayments for housing benefits made up £50,375 of the total amount. Council tax areas were responsible for the remainder £895. Please share your ideas in the comments section below regarding the topics we covered in today's video. I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who has recently supported the channel. We are rapidly expanding and are getting closer to our target of 2 million subscribers. We launched this channel just over 4 months ago with the intention of exposing the British public to the truthful stories from across the nation while denouncing the propaganda that the MSN tries to force on us. From everyone at British Stand, thank you. If you haven't already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, and take care. Goodbye.